Sound check! Sound check! Woo! What's poppin', Bimjoes? I'm Doug.
I'm Billy.
And we have a very special guest with us tonight.
This is Alti Boy.
I'm the hot of the three twins.
Yes. And today, we are continuing. Last episodes, we did shitty stories.
It was funny stories.
Shitty funny stories.
Funny life stories part 2.
Yeah. Welcome back to episode 3.
Who wants to start?
Well, since you're the special guest, my buddy, I guess you should
hit it off, and we'll
All
just
right.
popcorn this way.
All right.
Wait! Before we do, shout out to our subscribers right now.
You guys
Thank
are the
you
shit.
so much. You are the
Wait.
shit. We love you guys.
That'll get us demonetized, but you guys are the shit. Remember that.
We don't have to worry about getting demonetized until we get big enough for YouTube to notice.
Exactly. Like we're smart.
Ah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
All right. Well, funny story. All right. So last week I was sitting at work waiting for my brothers to get there, and it was like 6:30 in the morning, and I showed up early, and it was rough. It was rough. So I was sitting there waiting for them to show up, and freaking, I was like expecting. I was like, "Yep, they're gonna call the fucking neighborhood watch because it's a rich people neighborhood." No offense to rich people, I'm just not about it.
But they suck.
So they freaking pull up. They pull up, and freaking security's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because I'm just sitting in my car, you know, just waiting, just waiting. And they're like, "Hey, they thought you were hotboxing your car." I'm like, "No." And I just handed in the report, and I'm like, "No, we're doing a job here at this house." And freaking, it was ridiculous. And then the guy was like, "Oh, okay."
What the fuck?
He's like, "Yeah, but isn't that a big fucking house for just 3 people?" And I was like, I didn't know how many people lived there. And I was like, holy shit, that is a fucking massive house for just 3 people. And he was like, "Yeah, right?" And I was like, so we had this little funny conversation. And then I hope you guys find this funny because it was pretty funny. So then I ended up talking to this guy about how rich people buy oversized houses for no good reason.
Okay, side note on this. I'm so dead serious about this.
You
Like,
spat
I
all
agree
over
with
my
you
leg.
100% that white rich people specifically.
Whoa.
Okay,
whoa. That's stereotyping. We do not do that here.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Rich,
Look, I'm the
funky
guest.
people buy like the most biggest house ever, and then there's like 2 old ass people that live there.
Yeah, but they're either
And then
fantastic
like all my
grandparents or
other
they're
5
grand
houses that I
visit.
got,
Exactly.
like my condo out in the Ukraine, is pretty lit. I'm like, good God in heaven, how do you have that kind of money?
Shout out to any of you if you have a condo in the Ukraine. Hit us up. We'll wreck it for you.
We
and
will.
then kind of clean it up and give it back.
I mean, if you got a couple Lambos to spare, I mean, we just
All
said.
right. Anyways,
He's
all right, your turn because my story's over.
That was funny.
That was lit.
It was pretty
balls
bad because like
My balls are vibrating.
I told my boss and he just busted out laughing and I was like, no, that wasn't a funny experience for me.
Alright, so, one funny story. I was working construction, and we showed up to this lady's house, and she was a hoarder. So, there's literally like a walking path
Ooh.
from her room to the kitchen, and then from the kitchen to the bathroom. And that was it. All the other rooms, she was in like a 4-bedroom house, and they were all like full of shit. I'm like, dude, there's so much shit. And we're replacing this screen in her attic because like animals keep getting into her attic and crap. So I'm up in her attic walking around.
You mean they live there because she's just got shit?
Exactly. There's just shit everywhere.
So it's their house too.
She
just doesn't
she
know
got
it
shit.
yet.
She's like, oh, I want more
She
shit.
just doesn't know it yet. It's
Exactly.
actually
She
their
has
house.
shit on top of her shit. That's like
So-
2 times shit.
So I'm in the attic, and
They just weren't paying rent on time,
Exactly.
so she was like, "No, fuck them." She's like, "Fuck them. They don't pay rent.
put up the screen. They don't
Get
pay
the
rent.
fuck out of here. They're not paying rent."
Okay.
No. So I'm up in the attic, right? Shush. I'm up in the attic. There's like insulation all over the floor, so I can't really tell where the rafters are. So I'm kind of
God.
like walking like on the rafters, and I take.
Wait.
Listen, look, shush,
I know
shush,
this story.
Shh, I'm gonna smack you, bitch. So I'm walking, and I take one wrong step, and I like go all the way down to like the sheetrock. That's the ceiling. You're supposed to have a plywood like
Sub barrier.
There was no sub barrier, so I was like, okay, there's plywood, no worries, I'm good. So I just was walking, and then I
You went through the fucking roof.
Shut up, bitch!
God
Damn!
Are you good, bro?
I'll touch your nipples to make you feel better. All right, continue.
Anyway,
You good?
He stepped through said roof.
so I'm standing on the straight up like sheetrock, and I feel it like go just a little bit. I'm like, fuck! So I like quick reach for something, and at like my body weight shifting as I reached, just fell right through the floor. I hit my stomach on the rafters, fell back, hit my back on the rafters. Face planted onto this glass table, broke through the glass table, smashed the box that was beneath the glass table, and flopped onto the floor.
Why does that sound like
listen, it was. So I'm laying there in this room. I have no idea where I am in the house. I'm just in this room on top of this box, broken glass, sheetrock, and insulation everywhere. I'm just like, oh.
And then one of the non-paying rent people was like, "Yo, bro, you good?"
Dude, for real, this
that was lit!
This squirrel up
Do
on
it
top
again!
of the world star! No.
10 out of 10!
No, so I'm laying there.
Survey
I'm like,
says.
fuck. So I grab my phone and I call. I grab my phone and I call my partner. I'm like, Allie, I fell through the ceiling because they're at lunch picking up like Bojangles or whatever. And she's like, oh my god, are you serious? Are you okay? I'm like, I think I'm okay. But I have no idea where in the house I am. I'm just in some fucking room, and the door is across the room. I'm in the direct opposite corner. There's no way for me to get from where I am to the door. So what I do, my genius idea, was to stand back on the broken table that I stood on, like on the frame, jump back up into the attic, and crawl around in the attic back down the stairs. So I'm the only one at the house.
And the not paying rent people are like, "Oh my god,
This is
a
like,
fucking
this
champion!" Fucking yes!
So I'm back up in the attic, like army crawling across the roof, so I don't like fall back through. I get to the ladder. I'm like, all right, bet. So I like sit down really quick, not realizing that there's this huge glass shard in my back pocket. I sit on this bench, and the glass shard goes all the way into my ass. I still have the scar on my ass cheek. It's like that big.
You got fucked by a piece of
So I got butt fucked by a piece of glass.
right in the booty.
After I got raped by the ceiling, goes boom, 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 all the way down. I got ass fucked by this piece of glass.
But the story could have been 10 times better if you would have landed on like one of her hoarder stacks of shit.
Oh
and
my
just
god.
fucking just crunched right through it, and then just been like the way I was
Yes.
expecting the story to go is he fell through the roof and just landed in a pile of shit.
That's exactly what happened. I
and
landed
just-
on a box.
no, no.
I landed
Like,
on
no,
this stack
like,
of boxes
not-
that were just like.
Oof, yeah, like that. But I was
Oh
expecting
my
you to just like,
God.
like you step through the roof, but she'll never know because you just stepped right on
Yeah,
a
I
pile of
just
shit.
dropped like 2 inches on
Yeah.
this giant
And
box.
he's like,
Hey, your shit's poking
I'm
a hole
good.
in your room.
I'm good, and be like, yeah, play it off like nothing happened. So did you guys have to replace it?
Yeah.
Just- oh,
So for the
fuck.
rest of the day, I had to move all of that
God
shit
damn it, dude.
out of that room into the hallway, like which was the walkway. So I,
the walkway.
yeah, so I blocked Allie in the bathroom because she was doing tile in the bathroom. Blocked Allie in the bathroom while I
Did
cut.
you say Bloody Mary 3 times?
I was like, cut the sheetrock, measured, and I put it back up there, and I painted and spackled and everything, and it was all good.
But her name's not actually Allie because we can't say real names on here because.
No, buddy, her real name's Allie.
Shut up.
Actually, her real name is Allison.
Damn! Got him! Great, continue.
Anyway,
Whoa!
shush. So I get everything done. The homeowner's not in the house. Like, she's staying with some relatives or whatever. So I fix the ceiling, put everything back, and clean up all the glass and everything. And the only thing that this bitch notices is that the lampshade that was in that box is broken.
Oh my god.
She didn't notice that I smashed the glass table, or that I came through her ceiling, or that anything was like covered in sheetrock dust and like insulation. She just noticed that a lampshade was broken, and I was like, bitch, you can buy this lampshade at Walmart for like $3. I'm not tripping about it. So I went to Walmart, bought her the exact same lampshade, put it on her lamp. She's like, thank y'all so much. You guys were so helpful.
You guys
And-
cleared out so much of my shit.
Yeah, no, and okay.
Name so I can walk in that room.
After I fixed all that shit, I had to move everything back. So like the room's still full of shit. But it was hilarious because she asked us if there was any problems, and Allie just kind of looked at me and gave me like a little nudge, and I was like, no, everything went great. Like everything was perfect.
Everything was perfectly fine.
To this day, that lady does not know that I fell through her ceiling and just blinka, 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 blinka,
And
onto
he's
all of her
changed
shit.
so much since he was working there that she'll never know.
Yeah, she'll never know.
Like you
I
look,
thought that shit was so
you
funny.
looked like a little hoochie boy back then.
My
Your turn. All right, moving segue right into it.
Yeet. There was a story. I used to work at Wendy's. I told y'all back in the other video. And you know how there'd be the big ass soccer teams that always come into the restaurants and order a hell of a lot of food?
yeah.
So I thought
Fucking
these
soccer
people
players.
were fucking kidding. Get the fucking shit out of the camera.
Hang on,
I ain't no bitch.
let's fix this lighting.
Womp. No, okay, so
bright.
okay, this soccer team came in, and then as soon as they did,
Sorry, you're listening. I'm listening. So the soccer team came in,
Yeah.
and
My eyeball.
you hurt the man's.
Sorry.
Sorry. Continue the story.
they order 325 chicken sandwiches.
But those are the shit.
Do you know what the
The
total?
dollar one?
No,
Oh.
the number 8.
Oh fuck.
Oh, the Crispies?
Yes.
Rip your inventory.
The total pricing, we had to call a whole truck in.
It was probably like over $1,000.
It was $2,385. I remember the specific pricing because my jaw dropped when he pulled out $3,000 in front of my face. Says, "Here you go," nonchalant.
Jesus Christ.
We're on the edge of the hood.
bank.
I'm like dead ass. Like, how do you drive like a Lambo?
No. The whole soccer team probably chipped in for that.
Dude, it was so much fucking food. We were
If
literally-
anything, it was probably a club.
They sat
so
there
it's
for
like,
2
Exactly.
hours for us just to.
Dude, rip your fucking
Okay,
chicken
dude,
guy.
but like,
My boss got pissed
Sorry.
at me though,
Sorry.
thinking it was
Do you-
my fault.
but okay, but like, let's think about
Like,
this.
motherfucker.
Let's think about this. Okay, so like, those soccer complexes, they literally make $250 per team that uses the field.
And there's about 30 teams.
Exactly. So it's like that's like chump change. So like
I
what?
was about to say, that's lightweight.
That's
man.
literally
Chump is
like
so
he's
good.
like shut up and take my money. at this point.
$2,800 here.
Yeah.
I legit no, but my boss got mad at me because I took the $3,000.
I mean, you probably couldn't
And
put
no,
that all
no,
in
no,
one
but
drawer.
I was okay. I was 15 when this happened.
boy.
I was a youngster.
A young child.
There is he.
A wee baby.
He thought that I was going to steal $3,000.
I would have. I've been like,
I
me?
honestly just
My
remember
Wendy's.
like, thank you.
But it's
And-
like the
Thank
Supreme
you,
guys.
next.
When the Supreme guys,
Like-
I'll give you $1,000 to hop in the car right now.
Dude, if I swear to God, if I was ever at like McDonald's or some shit, and someone's like, "Hey man, I'll give you $2,000 to quit your job," I'd be like, "Fucking bet." You know how long it would take me to? No, you know how long it would take me to earn $2,000 working at fucking McDonald's? Like, dude, that's a fat bet.
Dude, there's this video
like
side note
full-time
of the
for,
guy's
like,
like,
3
I'll
months.
give you
Exactly. Like,
I'll give you
fuck
$5. He said, I'll give you $5 if you quit this job. And he rips off his shirt and he's fucking fat. His tits are fucking huge. He's like,
Wait,
fuck
for
this
$5?
job. Yes, he jumps through the window, takes the food and the $5, and they drive off. And now they get to his house. She's like, fuck, I need another job. Like,
I
did
mean-
not think that shit through. Dude, we literally spent 2 hours of like nonstop moving and cooking. I had to unload the truck as it came in from because we just ran out. We ran out of everything.
Sure, I fucking bet.
The only thing we did
We're like,
run
I'm
out
out
of,
of chicken. Would you like a
Dude,
beef patty
no,
on
no,
that
no, no,
on that chicken sandwich?
we did not run out of chicken nuggets. No,
Of course, you didn't run out of nuggets, but you ran out of chicken, like
fries
patties.
gone, buns gone. There was 0 buns.
So we're gonna stick
Chicken,
your chicken
like,
patty in between 2
non-existent.
meat patties.
I'm like, here, I'm gonna take
Buns.
5 chicken
Buns,
nuggets and put it on a tortilla. There's your chicken sandwich.
we.
Okay. All right. Well,
What if they actually did that? He was like, here's your chicken sandwich.
all right.
Like, the
We
fuck?
put it between 2 pieces of lettuce for you.
It's vegetarian. Even though there's fucking chicken on
But
it.
you left chicken. Hey man, fuck you.
Oh
my
Hey.
god.
I don't eat meat.
It's organic.
I already took your money at this point.
I was like-
Doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like,
wait.
then
Was that a gay joke? I don't eat meat.
Oh my god.
you're always on some gay shit, my guy.
Literally, but like segueing back over here, I have 2 stories. The first one is when I was just turned 13 years old, I went to Scarowinds with my friend. And fucking the whole time, he invited one of his girls from school. And the whole time she was like, because I was tall. I'm a lengthy
He's
man.
a tall
This
boy.
man is huge with a Y.
Huge. This is 9 inches. Anyways,
From the ground.
but, like, fucking this chick every single freaking second, she'd like be like, "Oh, let's go ride that ride," and then afterwards, I want to suck your dick, and my friend would be like, "No, no, no, you're not allowed to do that." I'm like, "Bro,
I just want my slob.
I
I just want my knob slob.
Oh!
Just like get over like.
So what ended up happening is she ditched us both to go slob on some other dude's nostrils.
She just wanted that
No,
dick.
dude, she
wanted the
legit
dick.
goes to like some random ass hobo, dude. Can I suck your dick?
She goes up to the carny. I'll suck your dick. Give me a teddy bear.
Nah, dude, she be going up to Snoopy in the whole like
Oh
kids
my
section.
God.
Oh fuck.
Dude, what the?
God
We can
damn it.
edit that out.
No,
I'm
we
not
can't.
editing
We're
that out.
not
That's
we
staying.
don't
We can edit it out.
Editing
It's
is too
fine.
much work.
We
It's
don't
fine.
edit.
And
Period.
then, so
Quality content.
freaking happened, and then she like shows up afterwards, and she's like wiping her mouth, and
Oh
she's
my
like, "Hey
God.
guys, can you drive me home?" And I'm like,
A bitch.
You ditched us.
You pussy ass bitch.
so we ended up just leaving her ass and being like, "You can find your ride with your homeman." And then
Oh.
story fucking number 2. Story number 1 was so good, I can't even fucking remember story number 2. Fuck, what was story number 2?
I mean, that depends on the kind of number 2 you talk about. Cause like, if you're doing,
We're not talking about a shit.
Story number 2 shit.
These
Look
men.
at these man's
Look at his
shoulders.
shoulders, like
3 broad men.
Oh
Hey.
fuck! I'm being
Alright,
spaced.
hang on, I'll sit forward.
And then freaking, fuck, what was my other story? Oh, my other story was this McDonald's service. I don't understand. I don't fucking understand, okay? Me and my brother, right? We get the exact same fucking thing every day before we go to work. We get
Dude, I like that shit.
2 chicken, or not chicken, what am I saying? No, 2 egg cheese biscuits
Ooh.
and an iced coffee, because then you can drink it while you're driving and don't have to wait for it to cool down.
That's a
Oh
fact.
fuck yeah, dude.
We are literally the 39th customer.
Those are my shoes.
And they made us wait 20 minutes for fucking coffee because they couldn't get us our coffee. They were
Oh,
like,
hell no.
I was like, okay, what the fuck? So after 15 minutes, I walk in and they're like, yeah, the coffee's not ready yet. I'm like,
Bro, that's when you're like, yeet.
I'm like-
Starbucks, here we come.
are you fucking me? I was like, are you really fucking me? Because we are literally
Dicking me down right now.
Are
Are
39
you
people.
in my ass?
You guys just opened up for the morning. What the fuck is happening in there? And so, like, finally she comes out 30 minutes later. At this point, we're late to work. And we're both fucking pissed. Because we're like, we have to be at the job by 7 o'clock. We have to start working by 7:30. And fucking, this chick made us wait for 30 minutes to get us our coffee. And I was like,
Taking
are
off my
you fucking
shoes.
high on
Why you don't
crack?
wear my shoes? They're
I was
too
like, are you
small.
serious, Mike?
Ah!
We can edit it out. It'll be fine.
That was Gabe that time.
It'll
That was
fine.
bullshit. That was your ass.
And then-
Hush,
and
my
then-
child.
Should I tell another story?
No, that story's good.
All right,
You pass
your
the
turn.
torch.
Pass the torch.
Oh,
Through the
wait.
nose. No, wait.
This is
wait,
for-
wait.
This is for a subscriber, real quick. John, pass the booth. Jesus Christ! All right.
Do you know
That was 50 Nick in my nose.
Look at his
for
man's
mine.
eyes. He's like,
Wow, that was hot.
Let's.
Stop. We can edit that out too. All right, continuing.
dude, stop knocking on the cord.
Here, it's your turn.
Oh, my tit. All right. So another really funny story. When I was younger, I had a dirt bike. It was my neighbor. It wasn't
Ooh,
okay.
tastes like boogies.
She wasn't our.
I
It wasn't-
I
it
don't
wasn't-
want to hit mine anymore.
It wasn't my dirt
Here, I'll
bike.
wipe it
Okay.
off.
It was my friend Rebecca's dirt
Wait,
bike.
hold on, let me
And
shove this
she
down
had nowhere to
real
ride it.
quick.
Shh.
All right, he's telling a story.
So my friend Rebecca had a dirt bike, but she had nowhere to ride it at her house, so she just left it at my house. Just lick my good ear. Okay. So
Y'all
she had
some gay shit, I
Shush.
swear.
She had nowhere to ride it at her house, so she left it at my house and just gave me the keys. She's like, "You can ride this whenever, no worries. Just fill it up with gas when you're done." Motherfucker, it's smoky in here. So, I'm like, all right, fucking
And we're only
bet.
halfway through the video.
So I'm like popping wheelies and shit and having a good time. She comes over and she's like, "Hey, do you want to ride?" And I was like, "Sure."
Bet.
So I was gonna fire up one of my 4-wheelers, but the battery is dead on it. Long story short, I just wound up sitting behind her on the dirt bike. So we're going, and she like whips around this fucking corner in the woods. She's wearing my helmet because she doesn't have one, and I'm not wearing a helmet. So we whip it around this corner in the woods, and we hit this wet patch of grass, or it was like wet leaves or whatever. Grass in the woods, because I'm
So
a
JR
fucking
ass.
dumbass. Yeah, grass.
It's
So we hit wet leaves, and like the back tire kind of like flips out like that,
Tell me
and
more.
then we catch on the dirt again after we've done like skidding, and it pitches me off the dirt bike this way. I literally like cartoon like George of the Jungle smash into this tree and then flop on the ground.
Oh, fuck.
Again, no helmet, like no protection, just face plant into this tree.
You can
Hit
still
the
see
ground.
his face.
Whoa,
to this
we
day
interrupt
on the
this.
tree.
Never do it without protection.
Yes.
Safety
Always
first, kids.
wrap it. Anyway, hit this tree. Like my nose is like my nose is busted. Like
What? I'm
there's
serious.
blood everywhere. She comes back on the dirt bike. She's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" My lord. oh my god, are you okay? I'm like,
What?
yeah, I'm fine, no
What
worries.
is this
So I,
video? What are we even doing anymore?
I wiped
You
the
have a
blood off.
guest, so it's fine.
I wiped the blood off.
True.
We're good. We head back to the house, and I'm like, dude, I feel really sick. And she's like, okay, well, I'll drive you home. I was like, okay, bet. So we drive back to my house, and we get there, and I'm just like, dude, I'm so fucking sick. So I like get off the bike and I like puke right there in the driveway. I'm just like, fuck.
And then he got shit all over his dick because he actually broke his back when he ran into that tree, and his dick is permanently erect. And so he fucking shot shit all over his dick and all over his.
Barf right on
Well,
my
he was
balls.
like trying to pee and take a barf, like a shit out his mouth at the same time. And he's like,
okay.
right on his knob.
Shat on my, slobbed all over my
Side
knob.
note, do you ever have like that extreme relief where you shit and piss at the same time?
No,
No.
it makes me feel very awkward
Yeah,
and
I'm
uncomfortable.
just
I'm
like,
like,
for me,
No,
I'm just like,
you always okay. No, this is how it
oh.
goes. You pee, poop, wipe, and then sometimes you'll pee again.
yeah, well,
That's
okay.
good.
For me, sometimes
Last few
if I do that, I feel like I just got violated. I'm like, oh, so this is what it's like taking it in two holes, or like,
Oh,
or
no.
like,
Oh,
or
no.
like, okay, or like, you know, when you're sick and you're like
Yo.
dead ass sick, when you're like. You're uncontrollably vomiting, right?
Oh,
and like
fucking
everything you fucking eat
Dry
just turns into
heaving.
shit,
Oh,
right? And so you're fucking sitting there on the toilet, and you're like, and then you just feel one slip right out, and you're like,
Yeah. You're like, I just shat my
you're like,
pants.
ah! What do I take care of first? Throwing up or wiping my ass?
Oh, dude. Okay. Sidebar. We're at camp, right? We had a watermelon eating contest.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone got sick as fuck because we smashed like a whole watermelon, just all of us.
Dude, it was your brother. Your brother was in that contest.
Yeah.
Your little brother.
So
Oh God. Okay,
so-
we're gonna side back. Sorry, baby. Sorry to steal the torch from you, but I have two stories now.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay,
It's
I'm
so
letting you
funny.
finish. Go.
I don't
It's
care.
so funny.
I'm
So-
enjoying myself.
So, we're on our way back to the cabin that
Just
night.
say deep throating watermelon.
and my friend Josh, he's sick as fuck. He's like, dude, that watermelon is like fucking with me. It's like, it's okay, man. Just go to the bathroom and take care of it. He's like, that's the thing, man. I don't know
It
if
was
it's gonna.
hot watermelon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
it was like
so-
100.
It was like
110
lukewarm.
degrees
Yeah,
outside.
No,
so
no, no.
It
It
was
was
warm
yeah, it
watermelon.
was 110. The watermelon was like you
It
could
was,
put
like,
it against your
mushy.
face, and
Yeah.
your face was colder than the watermelon.
It was
Oh,
bad.
hell
It was
no.
so
It was like
nasty.
pithy, like dude. It was
It
so
was like
bad.
fucking
When you
hate
bit
empty
into it, it was
watermelon.
like eating into an after like past date apple, where it's
Yeah.
got that grainy
Literally?
shit.
Literally, I
It was
hate
so bad.
piffiness. If it's piffy at all, I literally just like take a bite.
Yep.
Of it.
So we're back
Or
in the
throw it
cabin.
in the trash.
So we're back at the cabin.
Solid.
Josh is sick as fuck. He's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, guys. Try to get this out. I'm like, all right, dude, you'll be all right. So we hear the bathroom door close, and then we hear, and then just everywhere. And we're like, what the fuck was that? Because we're like, our room's like right above the bathroom, and we hear just splat, and then him like kind of whimpering. And so I knock on the bathroom door. I'm like, Josh, are you okay? He's like, so I'm like, oh fuck. So I open up the bathroom door, and my eyeballs get raped by this sight. So this man he heaved so hard. He like it came out both ends. So listen. Oh, okay.
I'm
This
so
man
weak
this
right
man
now.
thought it was a good idea to stick his head in the toilet and
I
his
think I
ass
pooped
in the
myself.
shower. No,
I think I pooped
I
myself.
think I pooped my pants a little bit, but he stuck his head in the toilet and his ass in the shower. So there was vomit all over the toilet and the wall and shit all in the shower. It literally looked like a fucking murder scene because everything was red.
Jesus
Everything was blood red because of the watermelon. His
Dude.
vomit was red. His shit was red. I thought this man was dead.
Wait.
He's literally laying on the floor in the fetal position. It's like,
You guys know like all those horror movies where
dude,
they open
I
up the shower
was
curtain?
weak. I slammed the door, ran back upstairs, and was like, guys, you have to see this shit! So we all go back down and open up the door, and we're all like, oh! Josh is still on the floor, just like,
What happened?
dude, so what we did was, so like,
You
the
had to
bathroom
clean that
had like
shit
a
up.
drain, the bathroom had like a drain in the floor, so what we did was we snaked the hose through the back door
Oh my
into the bathroom
God.
and literally just pressure washed everything with the hose
Jesus.
down into the drain, waffle stomped it down, and like sprayed
Oh.
so much fucking water and like
That's
Febrezed
disgusting.
everything. To this day, that bathroom, you will still
Will
find
never be
like
the
duty
same.
flakes on the wall. Like there's shit
Like
hiding in
2-year-old
crevices.
pieces of shit.
Like
just
this
on
was
the
like
wall,
3 years
man.
ago. There's still shit in that cabin somewhere.
Dude, there's gonna be like those horror movies where they pull across the curtain. It's like and then there's shit. It's all the shit on the wall. They're like,
ah! They whip the
fucking
curtain back.
killed
Josh is there naked in the fetal position. They're like, ah!
like they fucking killed us. I was like, ah!
It's like that shit. I will
Dude,
never
it's
forget
terrifying.
blood red vomit and blood red shit, and then Josh in the fetal position on the floor, just like.
It's like, so that's what
Just
it looks like when
quaking.
you take it in the ass.
Yeah.
Dude, I will never forget that. It was so fucking funny.
Alright, I'm taking
Alright,
the
hey,
story.
wait, no. Deep throating watermelon.
Alright.
Wait.
I told you, I'm sorry.
How do you do that, first of all?
Alright, well, let me tell you. Alright. I'm not gay, but I followed the rule. Never bite the tip, right?
No.
So I followed the rule. So I'm in this watermelon eating contest, and
Why?
I was unbeatable for like 3 years straight, unbeatable. Every year, the guys would compete, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna beat you this year." So what fucking happened is I'm like, nah, I'm the fucking champ. So I'm like, the watermelon pieces are literally this big. It's a quarter of a water. It's
Thick
like
with 3 C's.
It's 4/4 of a watermelon. So they chop the watermelon in half. They chop it like this, and then they turn it on the side, and then they chop it again. So you get
God.
you literally have like a huge ass piece, and these
big
watermelons
boy.
are fucking huge.
Whompin' melons.
Whopping melons.
Dear
Anyways,
God.
sex joke intended. But fucking, what happened was I bit into it and I didn't chew up the first piece. Otherwise, I would have won. So what happened was I'm just fucking going to town. I'm like, I'm going to fucking town on this, and I don't eat ass. By the way, I don't eat ass.
Proof that he sucks dick.
So I'm
He just-
fucking going all the way down, and then I'm just like, oh, I can't breathe anymore. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I cannot breathe. I'm like, oh, what the fuck happened? And I just feel the chunk of the watermelon that I chewed up fucking in my throat, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, so this is what dying is gonna feel like. I'm like, this is great. So I'm like holding the watermelon, and I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? What the fuck do I do?
Takes another bite.
So I fucking put the watermelon down. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to drink something, so that way I freaking either suck it down or throw it up. And everyone's looking at me because my face is turning purple, and everyone's like, what the fuck's wrong with him? And so I'm like choking. And the best part is, all the guys around me are fucking lifeguards, and not one of them realized that I was fucking dying on water, because I was like, so I fucking run over to like get some water. So I'm like, oh shit, if I get water, it'll just, go down. And as I go to like put my face to get water, just this huge, it was literally fucking this big chunk of watermelon goes, boom, and I go, oh my god, I can breathe, and I pick up my piece of watermelon, I'm just like, he keeps going. I got second place, and I was
Hell
like,
yeah!
I was like,
Legend!
and all the fucking kids were freaking out, like,
Legend.
all the kids. So like the camp, it ranges from 18 all the way down to like 7. So all these little kids are fucking about to cry because they're like, oh my god, he's dying. Like all the people were just like freaking out. And so I'm like, oh, I can breathe. And then I fucking just go back to it, and everyone afterwards was like, dude, you handled that like a fucking
Legend.
champ. They were like, oh my god. All the kids were about to fucking burst out crying because every year now, because I didn't go this year because I couldn't take off work. So like this year, everyone messaged me and was like, yeah, we were all telling stories about the shit you did last year at camp, and we miss you a whole bunch. Please come back next year. And so I was like, maybe we'll see, because it's like I live in South Carolina and it's in Indiana, so it was like it was too much of a drive. So
that shit's
yeah, so I deep throated watermelon. I will never forget it because it's one of the 5 times that I almost died. Oh, and then sorry, I'm gonna tell another story. So Christmas.
Damn, you loaded, son.
I got stories for days.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, we might have
Let's
to
go.
do episode 3.
Content.
Episode
Dude,
3.
we can do an episode 3. We need tomorrow's video.
All right, so freaking Christmas Eve. My brother, bless his soul. Bless him.
Wait, Wesley boy?
Somebody donate him $500 because that's how much he paid for the Jello shots that we all consumed.
Oh.
Wait, what's this
Freaking
kid?
my man, the champ. J Bird, that's what we'll call him because I don't want to reveal his name
Hey,
without
man.
permission. The J Man fucking spent
I know who it is.
almost
too.
$600
Who
on
else is doing my
freaking
Jello shots?
freaking
right.
Jello shots. And then, so we're all hyped up on Jello shots. We played our Christmas game, and every time someone stole something,
Hell yeah.
what is it called?
White elephant.
White elephant. And every time you steal, you had to take a Jello shot. So at this point, we're all fucked. So my brother has a son. I'm holding my nephew, right? I'm freaking he's just falling. I'm like, saw him. He was like bitching a fit. He was like, freaking out.
Let go of me, motherfucker.
Other people were
puke on
holding him,
you.
and I was like, okay, he's tired.
Don't
He's
make
tired.
me poop on you.
Freaking snatched the baby like a champ because I know when babies are tired. So I freaking cradling this child. This child is asleep. Everyone's like, oh my god, be quiet, because I'm just talking like this. And everyone's like, oh my god, be quiet. You're holding a baby. I'm like, he's fine. He's fucking fine. Everyone's like, no, you're gonna wake him up. I'm like, watch this. Fucking lick his cheek, and he doesn't even move. And I'm like, Dude, what? I'm like, bet. I'm like, fucking bet. Tell me something.
Johnny
tell
boy.
Tell me he's gonna wake up. Tell me he's gonna wake up. And I just fucking looks at Cheek and she's like, did you really just do that? I'm like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I did. He's trained. We purposely, when he was born, everyone would walk into the room and be like, oh, the baby's sleeping. And
The baby's sleeping!
And
Hush!
bless my sister-in-law. She was like, no, I don't want you to talk like that around my son. I want him to get used to noise. So that way when he's in a crowded area, he's not flipping his shit. So, like, everyone was talking normally when he sleeps. And so now he knows how to sleep through noise. So, freaking champion, love you, nephew. You are the tits.
My young son.
And I'm literally, he is my young son. I'm going to raise that man. He's my surrogate son. They birthed him and I own him. All right. Passing the baton to Gabe. Sorry, because I skipped you.
I think my story is gonna be the most.
Deep throat watermelon. Sorry, continue.
It's gonna be.
I can breathe.
It's gonna be. My
Who
story
dat?
is gonna be like the
Who
most
dat?
visual, painfully story ever. So,
Okay.
all right. First, start.
Fuck, I keep hitting this. I'm
I don't,
taking it
like,
out.
Stop.
Ah! Continue.
Okay, so
No.
if any of our viewers have played Mortal Kombat, you know that Johnny Cage has this move when he goes down and he will
Split!
When
Nut
he-
shot.
he
when
will
he goes
bust
down.
your balls with his fists.
He's
I
like,
had that
he's not going down like
experience.
this. He's going down like this, like a champ.
Mystical. He slides.
Anyway, you have an experience.
Serious.
I had an experience with that issue. I was 10 years old. We were at a park together and we were meeting
Ladies,
friends
whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa.
No.
Interrupting story. Ladies, you never have to worry about him getting pregnant.
We're good. We're good.
He has no boss.
I have no
I
honey.
have to fuck his future wife so that he can have fucking kids. So this man can have kids. I have to fuck his future wife, and he's okay with it. You cuck.
He wishes.
Cuck.
Oh, shout out to Devin because he gets my wedding night. Love you, baby.
Fuck him good.
Alright, so.
Well,
So I don't have to.
We're gonna play video games.
Ah.
That's the whole joke. We're gonna play Destiny 2 because
Fuck yeah,
that
dude.
game is it's too much, but it's the shit.
I
I'm
love
kind of
it.
addicted
I
to
love
Destiny
it.
2 low-key.
Fucking no! I like walk up and it's like the new expansions out, right? And I fucking walk up to the vendor and
Bought
she's like, haha! To continue this quest, you have to pay $20. And I was like, I'm like, so to complete the story, I was like, so to complete the story, I have to pay $20. I was like, are you fucking on crack? I was like, no, fuck you, and I just left.
So,
Anyway, sorry.
No,
Came
you're
back and bought it
good,
the next
dude.
day.
I'm 10.
I was thinking
I'm
about
10
it.
years old. I'm 10 years old. Billy's 11, and we're going to this park. We're meeting our friends there.
I know
And so
this
we
story.
go on
It's
we
painful.
go on the jungle gym story, and I want to be the badass and stand on top, be like, I'm king of the world, motherfucker. So I go up there, and it had recently rained.
Or we're gonna have to make another one because I
This-
have some more stories now.
You're good, dude. And it happened in literally in slow motion. I'm like, I'm king of the slip.
Oh wait.
Bah!
Wait.
You can just
Every day I dream about sports. Please sponsor me because I would love to wear your merch and get it for free because
That's a
I
fat bet.
literally that's all I wear
dude. Honestly,
except
like,
for the
merch.
please.
Yeah, fucking,
Please. No. They will sue you.
They will, dude.
you're right.
Copyright.
Copyright.
Shit, you're right. Okay,
Save
company that made this hat, you know, shout out.
Sponsor.
Mindy.
Sponsor me? No, fucking...
Ooh, next episode I'm gonna bring my CH shirt. I have one.
Oh, yes.
I got it for freaking. I
Ooh.
copped it for $5.
Did you see this shirt that I got?
Okay.
Alright, sorry.
No, you're cool.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Literally, this story literally ended in slow motion, and in my mind, it just flashbacked to what does that say?
Fucks I give.
Wait. Cover
None.
this so that
Oh, yeah.
way no copyright.
No copyright. Fucks I give. None.
We're coming out with a merch store.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Billy
segue
merch
right into that.
and
Billy
Doug merch on the way.
And then Sweet Invisible Channel. Tag me,
Bimjoe.com.
tag me in the
/
bottom
shop.
because I have no
Okay.
videos.
Dude, Alton is gonna be like a regular guest on this show.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys wanna,
Oh,
if you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
see my Minecraft videos, swipe over to my channel.
I was
Hey,
gonna say,
I'm
I
a
will link his channel
Fortniter,
in the
okay?
description. I'll try to put one of those little geotag thingies up there.
Which
I'll
you
drop
won't-
his
it won't
socials
work,
down
period.
there, so you go follow him, like him, subscribe to all of his shit, add him on Snap, Insta, Facebook.
Yeah, and
Come
then
on.
freaking also, sorry, we're totally interrupting your story.
I don't give a
About
fuck.
busting your balls. Freaking.
I don't give a fuck.
Literally
I'm
busting
chill,
his
brother.
balls.
I'm the chillest nigga
I
out.
found this game called it will say MC because copyright, but it's an old phone game I used to play all the time.
Master Chief.
And no, modern, and then COMBAT.
Modern care. Because he needs help.
So that's what it is. Yes. But like, I found that game and apparently it's getting views, so I may start playing it again. Because I was like, it used to be such a shit game, but now it's like actually good because Battle Royale fixes everything. Anyway,
Bounce my fucking dildo.
Whoa. All right, continuing on. Sorry, finish
So,
your dick.
the end of the story is me falling to my doom, and in slow motion, my head just flashed back to Mortal Kombat of Johnny Cage just sliding down. It's like, boom! Like, if you watch the slow motion X-ray version of your balls just fucking exploding.
Some Sniper Elite 4 type shit.
That's what it felt like. And I remember Cody coming up, he was like, dude, are you good, bro? I'm like,
this man's on the ground underneath the jungle gym, holding his balls, crying his eyes out. I'm literally like trying to shut him up because there's other people at the park, and he's literally just sobbing. And then like everyone's fucking looking at us. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I couldn't even get on my fucking bike to ride. I'm like,
dude, he had to push his bike home. Because he couldn't sit on the seat because it hurt his balls.
Dude, I literally was dead. It literally,
I was weak.
As soon as we got home, he's like, "Are you good now, bro?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really sore, dude." He's like, "Cool, can I laugh now?" And I'm like,
"Can we?"
We're like, "Can we laugh now?" He's like,
"Yeah." And then they died for like a solid 10 minutes.
It was the funny because like we saw it happening. We're like, "Don't stand on top, don't stand on top," and his one foot kind of like slips off the bar. He's just like, "Oh shit!"
It's like full spread, and then just.
Not only did he hit his balls, but it spread his legs. It spread his legs, so he did the splits, and then it was just like full undercarriage, like exposure, and then just nuts to metal one.
And dude, I swear, not trying to be gay or nothing, my balls were like fucking purple avocados.
This man's balls were swollen as fuck.
I had dongs, bro.
This man had cantaloupes for nuts.
Jesus.
Looked like fucking cow balls.
Watermelon balls!
Whoa, I don't want to think about that. We want bigger doors. Where do we want them? Drugstores.
Alright. But for real though, we got in the video here. We've been doing this shit for a long ass time.
Part 3. No, part 4. Part 3.
Part 3. Yeah.
Part 3.
Part 3 is coming
out.
Literally in 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We're literally going to stop recording this.
Exactly 20 minutes.
We're going to stop recording this, hit record again, and post it.
Pretty much.
Love you, gang.
Guys, we're going to be saying off. I'm Doug.
I'm Billy.
And he's...
I don't suck dick.
He don't suck dick. And we're signing off.
Oh, I have to do it again?